In this video, I want to highlight some updates we made to our ESS portal version 4.5 related to styling of some of these pages and some of the specific features on some of these pages. In the past, most everything you could do in the CSS that's attached to the theme or in the actual theme kind of CSS area itself, but there were a couple places where people had to make adjustments to widgets that we're trying to provide some options here where you don't have to edit the widgets to make those styling choices. So let me cover those real quickly. So the first area is kind of on the Get Help page. So we've added some new CSS variables that you can define in the theme to control how the progress bar appears. Right, and so the ones that reference kind of empty are really the not completed stage. So there's two properties there, one for the background color, one for the text color, and the same for whether a stage has been completed. And then lastly, there's a border that kind of separates the different progress stages. That's kind of also another property there. So let me highlight first of all kind of how this looks kind of in the starting point, how we've kind of got the default color. So it's got this kind of green. As you click, it animates the kind of fill through. Right, and you get kind of a white on the green, and this is that border I'm referring to here. So now if I were to go into my theme record and put some properties specific to this, and I just put some that handle kind of more of a brownish background with a yellow and a red border, just so it kind of stands out as being dramatically different than before. So if I were to kind of refresh my page, you will see now we've got this kind of brownish color. Right, as I animate, you'll see it kind of fills in like that. Now, one thing to highlight, because this same kind of progress bar utility is kind of duplicated in the same styles in two places, we kind of have to use the same variables in another area as well, which you have the Get Help page, but also the Ticket Detail page has the same kind of stage progress, so you'll see the same colors apply there. Which takes me to my next area, which is there is a different set of variables for styling the progress bar on the list of tickets in here. So if I have a list of, say, my request tickets, you'll see these are kind of in that green border, but same kind of things exist here. And so these, or there's really just two variables for this, one for whether the stage has been completed and one for the stage to be done. All right, so same thing I can do here. I go to my theme record. I can override these to kind of an orange, say light blue. And you'll see this kind of orange, light blue kind of background. Last area is the kind of outage page. And there's a decent number of properties for this one. So one thing I want to highlight before I show you the different properties for this is you'll see a lot of the way these renders two different ways. There's either kind of a box with an inner color and an outer color. So right, outer color, inner color, right, and there's also the representation of kind of the icon colors that are kind of more on the timeline, how they're presented, right. So when I go to this, you'll see there's a decent number of properties for these different parts. There is the primary color for an outage or no outage. There's also the inner color for that kind of box background that's in there. And so see there's properties for outage degradation, whether there's multiple events, whether it's a planned maintenance or whether there's no outage on a given timeline. All right, so just to kind of also highlight the theme change, right, I can uncomment these styles that I've applied. You'll see both my widgets on the right over here kind of represent this new color. My detail page, right, all my different icons kind of show up with different colors here. Also worth highlighting, if you go to kind of the history page, there's also another kind of way these are rendered, which is more like a box with a bar on the left with a color, right? So you'll see those are kind of represented here as well in terms of those color styles. So that covers what I want to highlight as far as new CSS variables. You know, our intention is anytime we add new styles that are unique to a page or a widget, we're going to put them in variables, allow you to override those as part of the theme. So it's an easy way to kind of theme and style your portal without having to edit into these widgets. Hope this is helpful. Thank you.